if I told you that you're currently missing out on one of the next great animes that in years down the line, we will look back on and celebrate? Looking back, the spring season of anime was a crazy one, with so many great anime, like Mashle, the new season of Demon Slayer, Oshi no Ko. But I'm gonna have to ask you to forget about all of that. Leave that behind you. It's gone. It doesn't exist. Because I need you, yes you, to stop sleeping on Heavenly Delusion. And you're probably thinking to yourself, what's so special about Heavenly Delusion? Let me explain. Also, a warning for slight spoilers. I'll try to keep most details out, but be warned if you want to go into series totally blind. Being real, this series has honestly become my obsession, to the point where you shouldn't be surprised if I start bringing out the detective springboard to start mapping out all the connections and details throughout the anime, to piece it all together and figure out where this story's gonna go before the manga readers spoil it for me. Not again. So, to explain my new obsession, we must first talk about the world. There was kind of a world-changing tragedy that has been covered up in questions and mystery, leading to the leading to the world kind of looking like crap, pretty much. A wasteland overrun by monsters known as man-eaters, each of them possessing their own unique qualities. Our protagonists, Maru and Kiriko, need to figure out in order to defeat. They're kind of like Pokemon, but less cute and friendly and more, I'm about to rip your face off and there ain't anything you can do about it, pal. And I guess Maru has the ability to kill them with a single touch of his hand. He's pretty much like Generator Rex, if anyone's seen that show. But Maru kind of just kills them. But like, why does Maru have these powers? I kind of have an idea, but I won't get into that for spoiler's sake. So right, there's Kiriko, Maru's bodyguard, pretty much, and an equally as interesting character, even though he really doesn't need a bodyguard. I mean, just look at this man. But yeah, something else about Kiriko. She may or may not be someone else in another person's body. No, I will not provide context. Confused? Good. Now you understand the anime. And also, she has a laser pointer that may just be the key to unlocking a great mystery. But yeah, both of them having their own missions that happen to align with each other, so they set out on a journey together into the unknown. The word apocalypse, originally coming from Greek, and its meaning to uncover, reveal, and throughout the anime, that's what we do, along with the characters. This place that is filled with so many question marks. I mean, there was one episode where this guy was rambling on about theories about what led to the current state of the world. And not gonna lie, I was totally hooked. Got my tinfoil hat and everything. They got the alien theories, the meteor theories, and hearing these stories and rumors about the world further pulls me into it, turning just another fictional place into an actual living, breathing fictional place that I could actually believe existed, that I could actually get lost in. If I'm being totally honest though, it's a place I kinda wanna get pulled into. And I know that sounds crazy, but even so, I don't care. This anime brings me back to when I was a kid, exploring places I probably shouldn't be. I've only recently captured this feeling again, exploring abandoned buildings and such. Fuck. No. Being real with myself though, if I got dragged into this anime, I'd be done, I'd be cooked. Also, I decided to go outside and touch grass, since I was talking so much about exploring. Despite the monsters, the criminals, the bear attacks, I'm drawn to this wasteland. I'm sure I'm not alone on this, but have you ever thought to yourself, could I survive a zombie apocalypse? Could I survive off the land and take care of myself without the normal comforts like beds, indoor heating, and fans? And your mind starts brainstorming ideas. In fact, I know I'm not alone on this. There are literally whole communities around this type of stuff. An interesting rabbit hole to dive into, honestly. And so many post-franchises, The Walking Dead, The Last of Us, and so on. But back to the anime. It didn't take long to capture me within the world building, how it drip-fed information, leaving me craving more and totally lost questioning everything you thought you knew by the end of each episode. I don't often like to have the answers laid out right in front of me. That's probably why it took so many tries for me to get into an anime like Demon Slayer. I just kind of knew where things were gonna go and how the pieces were gonna come together. Another anime that captured me in a similar way that Heavenly Delusion did, Attack on Titan, somehow making it into another one of my videos. It's just so good though, how it slowly feeds you information of the world, making you as the viewer work for the information, making you feel like a detective as everything slowly unravels around you. And suddenly, that aha moment comes when you figured out something earlier on and get that payoff when your theory is right. There's a reason why theory videos are so popular on YouTube. People want to feel like they're a detective, putting a magnifying glass to every single detail. Also, something else Attack on Titan and Heavenly Delusion share is walls. Having another story behind walls. Normally, I feel like I'm missing out on the main quest, like I'm being taken away from more interesting characters and storyline. But in this case, both stories keep my attention, and I again just need more. But what is this other story about though? Well, it's pretty much like the Xavier Institute in X-Men, but with more ulterior motives. A kind of school or nursery where subjects, children, experiments are studied by scientists / researchers. But like also, it's a facility run by robots as well, giving me a lot of the Promised Neverland vibes, not gonna lie. There's also that frog girl from My Hero Academia. Though yeah, they keep these kids blind to the outside world and their true nature, unaware of so many of the ideas, beliefs that run throughout our society, even finding it hard to describe their feelings of love for someone they like. They're so full of curiosity, and it's genuinely interesting seeing them learn new things about the world that the scientists never intended. And it makes me think what humans would be like, totally separated from normal societal thinking. There are without a doubt so many layers in this anime that you could really peel back and look into. This anime also be hitting you with those 5 AM thoughts where you're just staring at the ceiling, questioning everything. What if this is all a simulation and we're just test subjects for some advanced civilization and we're all got a little carried away there for a second. Back to what I was talking about. This place, locked away from the rest of the world. It makes you wonder what it'll be like once these kids adventure beyond this prison. And why are they even being researched? So many questions. But I'm not gonna go into detail about the answers, because we do get a decent amount as the show goes on. But I want to keep some mystery for the people watching this and have yet to see the anime. And like I mentioned before, it's such a great feeling being drip-fed information and having to piece together what the hell is going on in this crazy world. Though, moving back to the other story, I mentioned before how Maru and Kiriko have their own goals, but never exactly said what they were. Maru is on a journey to find a place called heaven and find somebody who looks just like him, ? And it's things like this, not knowing all the details, that keep people hooked. Us as humans are naturally curious, desiring to know more, to fill the gaps in knowledge we lack. Now moving on to Kiriko. They're on a journey to find two people from their past, one being a doctor and the other being Robin. No, not that Robin. This guy. Not only on a journey to find people from their past, but find themselves as well. It's a beautiful anime filled with adventure, while also being terrifying, cruel, and honestly tragic.
We're Romanies. For eons we've wandered the stars looking for love.
Going back into the beauty within this show, the animation is amazing. Like, they didn't need to do all that, but they did. Animated by Production IG, it's stylistic and expressive. One episode even giving me FLCL vibes with the character animation and just the way they would emote and express themselves. It was so good. And moving on to the music. It really brought the whole vibe of the anime together, making you feel as though you were on a long and exhausting journey, along with these people, as they search through buildings for supplies, clues to their goals, and meet other survivors along the way. I couldn't help but love this anime, and if you haven't seen it yet, go do so right now. What are you waiting for? Check it out. And if you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like and possibly subscribe. But until next time, dear viewer, peace out.